Welcome to Listertainment, the channel with the most deceptive name in all of YouTube. This is part 9 of the ongoing series of regular people challenging professionals or highly trained fighters. And as stated before, these videos will never get old because we are able to see what a cocky attitude can lead to when you press your luck against somebody who is much better than you. Let's get right into it. Now we have this so-called boxer who showed up at this jiu-jitsu training center in Osaka, Japan to challenge somebody, since he didn't think that jiu-jitsu would work on him if he was throwing punches. What a wake-up call he received.
That was awesome.
The instructor is Ty Best and he accepted the challenge. The guy got caught in an armbar in like 10 seconds on the first attempt, then in a guillotine on the second attempt within 10 seconds once more. At least this guy recognized in the beginning that he was being arrogant and just wanted a reality check, which he got extremely quickly. Pretty sure we all know who the comedian, actor, and podcaster Joe Rogan is, and well, you may also know that he is a very skilled martial artist, including having black belts in Taekwondo and most importantly in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. This is a video where a guy challenged Joe Rogan on MySpace apparently, and he got tapped multiple times. Damn, that first tap out was crazy, man. He got him in a guillotine and completely lifted him off the ground like a rag doll. Then he beat him 2 more times by putting him in different chokeholds. Joe Rogan is also ripped, meaning he is extremely strong. So this poor guy had no chance. Luckily, no one can see his face clearly or he would be made fun of to this day.
That's what happens when you challenge Joe Rogan.
Can't tell if this video is 100% real, but the description says that this giant walked into a jiu-jitsu class and challenged the instructor, saying that nobody can tap him. Well, as big as he is, we all know what the Indian is going to be. Yeah. Of course, the instructor starts out cautiously, trying to avoid being grabbed, and although those were some pretty weak attempts to take him down, the big guy moved away fairly well for someone his size.
I don't trust this guy. Oh shit! Thanks, man.
But once he grabbed on to one of his legs and he went to the ground, his size and lack of movement made it easy for the instructor to make him tap out with an armbar. This is a man who walked into 10th Planet School in Alabama and challenged the instructor Brandon McCaffrey to a grappling match, and he claimed he had 4 years of wrestling training. But he conveniently forgot to use any of those skills in this match.
To a grappling match, he had 4 years of wrestling experience and have any position he wants, so I gave him my back completely. As is this guy, he's taller than me, but would probably right on the same weight would be my guess. You can see that little butterfly sweep.
The instructor gave up his back to start out, and within 20 seconds, he had already made him tap out with a reverse triangle. He then proceeded to take him out 5 more times, submitting him with a rear naked choke, high elbow guillotine, a darce, and a gogo plata. To end it, he gave him a wet willy as he was passing out, which is what really destroys his ego in the end. Now let's take a break from this list as I've received my first sponsorship. I want to thank Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video. This is a service that I can't wait to recommend to you guys, as it can help protect you when you're online by protecting your personal information by encrypting it and then sending it through a tunnel so no one can see it. Now, if you want to save money, Surfshark lets you see the prices of tons of websites based on other countries where it can be much cheaper, since the websites know how rich their visitors are and change the price based on the country you are browsing from. Finally, one of the best benefits, especially these days, is that if you want to expand your streaming library, you can choose a popular country like the UK and be able to watch all the shows available on Netflix UK that are not available in your country. For example, I like watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I was so disappointed when they took it off Netflix USA. There's also a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there is nothing to lose. You can go get Surfshark VPN with a link in the description, and if you use the promo code TOPLISTAS, you can get an 85% discount and 3 additional months for free. Go check them out, guys. Here we have Royce Gracie again when they used to take on challenges. This time it was a Kung Fu instructor who wanted to test his skills.
He becomes vulnerable. Using a kick as a distraction, Royce closes the distance. Knowing his opponent cannot escape, Royce patiently works on bringing him down to the ground.
The Kung Fu withstood the takedown attempts for a pretty good time, but he finally gets taken down, and this is where Royce shows the true capabilities of Brazilian Jiu-jitsu.
A Jiu-jitsu fighter becomes so confident in his ability to handle any aspect of a fight that he's able to maintain a calm and rational attitude. It is obvious that the Kung Fu man does not have the elements to avoid this embarrassing situation. Leverage, simplicity, and technique are the foundations for the effectiveness that have kept the Gracie Academy representatives undefeated for over 65 years against other styles of martial arts.
I wonder if it's worse to take the beating or to get lightly slapped like this. Kind of hurts your ego more to get slapped than just to be taken out. They go at it for a second time and it ends with the same result.
Once again, the inevitable. If this kind of finishing is becoming disturbingly repetitive, these victories are not a matter of coincidence or luck. Looking for a self-defense system, beware of the many styles that only teach.
Get over it, dude. You want you on your stomach.
This challenger is Jason Manley, who did a friendly challenge of this Gracie Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructor and got tossed around a bit. I don't know if the toss actually hurts or he was just surprised that he just let the arm bar happen, realizing that there was nothing he could do. Then they go at it for a second time, and Jason probably thought, I got him against the wall. This is my safest spot. Then he gets put into a triangle chokehold and dragged to the ground, where he might have passed out for a second there at the end. This happened in 1996, where this 35-year-old man walked in and challenged the instructor, but they instead made him choose from a lineup of fighters, and he chose 16-year-old Royce Gracie. To be fair, he doesn't look to be 16.
Tie right here, moving around, inside trip, boom. Inside trip, perfectly executed, lands straight in the mount position. At this point, their heads are about to hit the door frame. Low neck hug, he's already grabbing his own sleeve right now. He slipped it across his eco choke.
I guess he really wanted to be fair by not including any strikes and just going for grappling. But you should take any advantage you can get. Once he gets taken to the ground, Royce takes no time in taking full control with a full mount position and puts him in a chokehold, which makes him tap out. They go at it for a second time and he gets taken down once again. But this time he gives up his back and gets choked out again.
Pop the elbow and step under when the time is right. Right there, comes out the back. Look at that, duck under, outside trip, and lands right in mount again. That he's gonna give his back, he's gonna turn over, he's yelling in Portuguese, he's gonna give his back, he's gonna give his back. So he don't stays low, there's the arm right there, they start signaling, and there's the back mount. This is inevitable, you know, if you can't push the person off, it's simple, push, punch, or here, and then he slips in the rear naked with the belly down hooks, and that's a wrap. So the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, is learn.
It's obvious who the challenger is in this fight since he decided to wear headgear. Not sure if this guy claimed to have any training, but it's pretty apparent that he doesn't by the way he starts this fight.
Okay, stop. Okay, begin.
The most liked comment on this video is that this guy is probably surprised that his Power Ranger stance didn't have any effect. Who the hell starts out with a backhanded punch from that position? He basically gave the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy his arm so he could take him to the ground. Then he just patiently worked on him, lightly hitting his head, and it kinda seemed like he wanted to hit him harder, but he probably felt sorry for this guy. Then he just turns him over with very little resistance and chokes him out.
Stop.
This guy here claims to have over 8 years of Kung Fu training and takes on this amateur MMA fighter. He starts talking about his training and basically bragging, but then the fight starts and it all ends.
There you go. Touch gloves. Oh, our Kung Fu guy swings some punches. Good job. Oh, uh-oh. MMA guy's confident. Our Kung Fu guy comes out swinging. He better watch his hands, man. He's getting socked in the... Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Mr. Kung Fu started out with some punches that were landing, but that is terrible technique. He's basically throwing punches like any normal person, just swinging wildly. The MMA guy is covering up well, while the Kung Fu guy doesn't cover up at all, which results in the obvious conclusion of him getting knocked down. He got knocked down with a punch to the face, but I think the kick to the body was the one that did the real damage. Pretty fast and easy win, just had to get through the flurry of horrible punches and he gets the win. We end with this friendly match between Shane Frazen, a YouTuber with a lot of martial art experience in boxing and Muay Thai. But he is apparently a white belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so he takes on Aaron Hurley, the lead Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructor on his channel.
That's not a good thing. When they start feeding the gate. Oh, go to the toe.
It's friendly, so it's a fairly slow match, but she has full control the entire time, even telling him which arm she should take. Until she gets a full mount and transitions into an armbar. They go at it for a second and third time, and again she submits him with an armbar. No shame in getting beat by a black belt, even if it's a woman. Damn, do I love watching these cocky guys get taken down a notch or two. They need to experience this and maybe they will change their ways. But I really doubt that most of these people have changed their attitudes. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe down below, and make sure to turn on those notifications. Also, please let me know in the comments what has been the cockiest thing you have ever done, only to look like an idiot after you failed. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time. And lastly guys, don't forget to check out Surfshark VPN and use my promo code in the description, TOPLISTAS, and you can get an 85% discount with 3 additional months for free. Thanks again, Surfshark VPN.